What's up, YouTube? How's everybody doing? Today is Sunday. It's the Aquachella day. I know a bunch of nice people are out there. I was watching GH Aquatics earlier on his live stream. It was very fun watching that glowy light thingy. Too bad Aquachella doesn't come to Cali, or else we all will go there and meet each other. Hey HC Aqua, what's up? Just chilling. It's a nice sunny day outside, but it's chilly, and I wanted to talk about a couple of things. It's just, you know, a couple of informative stuff. What's up, DPK? Thanks for tuning in, guys. I've been ran over by Calvis in my room. What I'm trying to say is that hi Don. What I'm trying to say, I have a lot of Alto Lamprologus Calvis Black Congo. They are breeding. The females are in a good size, males are already large. Hi Chewy. Yes, I know. Well, this is what's up. So I'm run over. I got run over by the Calvis compressor sub. So I have not much room for them. There's a bunch of females are in the shells. I would like to get those babies out instead of you know, wasting them, having them come out of the shells, and the dad will eat them or whoever else will eat them. So what I'm doing is working out for me is this Marina, as you guys can see, Marina breeding boxes right here. My channel is not official with any of those, but what I'm doing is I'm trying to show you guys this is very, very helpful if you are breeding any kind of fish. You can grow plants in there, you can throw moss in there, you can grow shrimps in there. On the photo on one side it shows that, you know, all these fishes are even saltwater, they work. So how it works, I have one open. I'm going to show you. This is an unopened box, it's still brand new. I have one open. It's this box right here. Very nice. It hangs on the fish tank this way, and it has a nozzle. It's all in here. I want to show you how it is. Thank you, Fish Tropic. Smash that like button for me, please. Thank you, guys. So this one piece goes in right here. Oh, first of all, there's a top. So there's a little sliding knobs. You take them off, and the top, there's like a little sliding knob on the side, and the top comes off. Of course, there's a top with a little hole to feed the fishies. Very helpful. It has this removable. You have 3 slots, which you can make it 3 compartments, 1, 2, 3, or you can take both out and make it 2 medium compartments, and right in the middle of it. It's a very helpful tool in the breeding process, in case you are breeding guppies, fish, any kind of babies. They can, you know, you can grow them in there, you can raise them in there. So what I'm doing is I'm putting my shells with the mom inside one of those boxes attached to the tank. I will show you later on. I have done a couple of those. So, and then after she stays in there for a few weeks, the babies start coming right out of the shell all by themselves. So there's no male in there, and the male is not going to eat the babies. Hey Jerome's Fish Keeping, how's it going? Fish Tropic 54 punches, hello. So this is the box I'm talking about. It's the Marina. This is the large size. I recommend the large size. You can divide it. You know, if you have a smaller aquariums, go ahead. The small ones were like $6. I seen them. It's the Marina breeding box. This one's a big one. So it has a lid, it has the dividers. Really helpful tool. It comes with everything you need. It's got its own plastic tubing, so it will connect. I'll show you how it works. It's really nice. It's got a bunch of tubes in here. There's that piece right there. I'll show you where that goes. There's the air controller knob, and these here, they go right underneath right here to keep the balance to the aquarium. So you have to find the points like that. How's everybody doing? I know you guys having fun watching Aquashella stuff. I was doing also, but I see no one live at the moment, so I said let me take the advantage and go live for a few minutes and talk about this breeding box. It's really helpful. I've seen few YouTubers use it, but I found out about this breeding box a little while ago. So that right there, that little thingy goes right in there, just like that, and then you take the little hose, you connect it to that piece. So how this works, very simple. I believe you can make a filter out of this for shrimp. Fill it up with media, have the airline going. You know, I'm gonna try one of those days to see how it works. So this right here, it has a little plastic tube. You can just connect it in there just like that, and then you twist it around, and then you get the airline. Even has a spot where it goes in nice and neat, so it doesn't be it won't go everywhere, you know, like right there. See, very nice. Has its own spot, and then this. Okay, let's see. We got a couple more things in there. So that little piece here, it's got a little hole in. Let me show it better. It's got a little hole, and then it goes right inside here, which controls the flow. That's where you turn it, twist it, and you get the water going any direction you like. And then the air knob goes in just like that. If you don't like the air knob, you can replace it. And there is a couple more things. So there's two different sizes of a screen in there to stop. There's one, a small, and there's a bigger one. You get to choose the one you like, and that goes right in there. And then you get to choose the dividers, or you can remove them all the way, which I have mine removed for right now. Some I don't need them divided. And then the lid goes in like this, and then the slideys, it goes in from the, they have like little white slideys, so you can close the lid, the fish doesn't jump out. And it's very nice and neat box, and you get to see your fish grow in there too, and your babies. And when it's time to remove them, you get to put them in a bigger aquarium, 10 gallon, 5 gallon, 20 gallon, 30 gallon, so they get to be grown up. Also, a good thing about this, let's say, I'm going to give you an example of the tank behind me, the discus. Let's say I want to get the eggs out of the mom and dad and keep them in the same water, and just have a little circulation moving, and just, we can try it. I mean, I haven't done discus, but take the fry and grow them up on this side with the same water, same tank, instead of moving them out. I don't think we can use them as a hospital tank, because you gotta have to remember the whole tank has to be medicated. You can separate the tank, the babies. I mean, like if there's aggression going on, then take out one fish and put it in there. So it's really helpful tool. I recommend you guys this. It's been very helpful for me. There's 3 different sizes. This is the large. There's a small and a medium size. I believe the small is like 1 compartment small, and the medium is like maybe the 2 compartment right there. So this is the large. It has like 3, almost 3. It's not 3 compartment. You can make it 2. You can make it 1. You can make it any way you want it. What's happening, big support group? How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. What do you guys think about it? Leave some comments in there for me on the bottom. I always appreciate those. Thank you, Chewy. Thank you, DPK Fish and Jerome Fish Keeping, Willow Ryan. Thank you, 54 Punches, for all your nice comments. I appreciate it. If I don't get back to your comments, it doesn't mean anything bad. I'm always busy here with my children in the house. They get, like last night, I did barbecue hamburgers, and I went inside. Braden was barfing all over the carpet, and it wasn't very appetizing. I couldn't even eat my dinner. I just had coffee all day long last night. Today is another day. Trying to take it easy. Children's are very hard to raise, especially special needs kids. Braden always needs help. When he goes to the bathroom, he's wearing diapers, and also we have a 2-year-old. He's wearing diapers. Yeah, we have to be with the kids all whole time, guys. So I apologize in the front if I miss anybody's comment to get back to them or any of that stuff. So I'm always busy with the kids. Well, you can put 2 on your tank, you can put 3 if you don't mind the look, but if you have them like set up in a nice aquarium like that, you can put 1, 2 in the back of it. I think this can be used as a filter. What we can do is put 1 box here, sponge, 1 rocks, 1 something like a poly filter, and I think it will clog up a little fast, but if the sponge is big, like I do have a example, let me see. Okay, 1 second. I use this sponge. You can see the pores are pretty big. It's working for me, guys. I get this whole sheet for like $12. It's a big sheet, so it's like I have cut in it. It goes up to like this far, and that's the height. It's a nice big sheets like that for 12 bucks. It's not bad. I do use it as a matin filter. I do use it as all kinds of it. So I can cut some in here and put it in there. We can try it one day as a filter, but I'm not deciding to do it right now. But maybe one day for some kind of a big shrimp tank, like a 30-gallon shrimp tank, it might work. I'm gonna give it a try one day, so we'll see. That would be a project for me to work on. Yeah, it has to be coarser sponge. And the poly filter, let me tell you, you have to change it all the time. Like every water change, the polys, I do it that way. I got in the back a lot of poly filters. The wife just bought me 3 bags of them, so I have a lot. I do change it every water. Everywhere I have the 200 gallon, I have a poly filter. Every time I get the poly filter, it's full of gunk and the extra food that goes in the back. So how the 200 gallon works, there's a pumps in the where it's a reef tank, so it's got the 2 back black pieces where the water goes in the back, and I have pumps in there, pumps pumping up to the sump on top, and the sump I have media in there, sponges. Also there's a box on top where the water coming in. I put poly filter in that box, so I remove that all the time. I throw it away, and that way I won't mess with the bacteria. And it's been doing really good for me. I haven't cleaned those sumps for over 6-7 months. Oh yeah, you can absolutely connect a mini power head on this. I think you can put one in here, inside, modify it, going down that way, and or like connect it to this, so have it, instead of working as an air, have it just suck through, going down. I don't want to make my own filter. I can just go buy one. This was $14, so I can get a filter for $15. Already has all the power things that will last a long time. I don't need to make new kinds of filter. I was just saying, if you have this in hand, if you need one time a filter and you don't have an extra filter, you can make it as a filter if you like. So it's a nice breeder tool to have in hand. It helps a lot. I mean, you see how I had a problem with my Calvis, a lot of Calvis in here, and I had a shell that I had to take out the babies, and I didn't know where to put them, and I end up mixing them together, so that's what it was. Yes, in the 200 gallon, I have 2 power heads also. So if you want to, I'll show you how I've done that one. Give me a second. I'll move the camera to. Let's go ahead and show you guys what I have done here. So yeah, check it out. This is my 200 gallon. I meant to clean this tank earlier, and the water needs to be changed. It's not dirty or anything. I do water changes once a week on it. I go ahead and, like, this is 200, I take about 60 of it out. So here's the fishies. So far I removed all my Calvis from here. I have only compressed sap, and all these fishes are being very happy. I don't recommend mixing Calvis with compressed sap because one species dominate the other. I think the Calvis are more aggressive, and they do fight with the compressed sap. They don't kill each other. I haven't had one lost. Even put them, they were tiny. This red fins right here, I got a couple red, 2-3 red fins. I got like 4 gold head. I have the orange, big orange, gave me a bunch of babies. Those are his 2 female, if they want to occupy it with the eggs, and that's his tube right there. So what happened in here, I have this black tubes in there. This is a reef tank. It's a Half Moon 200 gallon. That's a fake plant, by the way. So let me go around and show you guys real quick. This is a giganto tank. See it? So I got a pump in there and a pump in there. That pump is very powerful. So coming out of the thing, going around, coming down inside one of those canisters. One of these canisters has a lot of hole, bunch of poly filter, and there's some rocks to hold it down. I put some clay rocks in there, and there's a lot of volcanic rocks right there, volcano rocks, sponges, and bio bowls, and the water's going right back down in the tank. You can see it. Where is it? Right there. So the same thing on that side. Hosey going around inside another one. I have a little plant growing, media, sponge, blah blah blah, coming back, trickling back inside. This is working very, very good. I haven't had any deaths other than one Calvis killed one of my gold ocellatas, which is this is a gold ocellata right here. I'm hoping that's a little female. She'll be breeding for us, hopefully. By the way, I brought some Caropunctatas here. Do you see the a white fish with the? That was a gold ocellata chasing another one. They're mean fishes. They're crazy. Look at these guys. They go crazy on each other. They think I'm gonna feed them. They're waiting for me to feed them. Once I feed them, they all come up and eat. Watch. Hold on. This is one of the foods I do, extreme, and they go crazy on that. Watch. I have a lot of babies of that orange and the gold head. I do have a top of a pothos. That's a top of a pothos plant right there. and I don't have a light on top. That's why DPK I haven't grown anything in there. I'm gonna control the electricity this year. I had $500 electricity bill last year. My goal is right now to heat the room by the sun during the day and keep this garage door closed. Don't leave it open. I did a mistake last year leaving the garage door open all night long. And so keep the garage door open. The water temperature will stay stable, 77 right now. So when it gets colder, I'm gonna turn on a circular heater, like one of those, see what I'm talking about, watch. That heater right there. I'm gonna plug it in and turn it on only like with the thermostat on the temperature set at like 77, 80. No more than that. 80 is too high. And also this fish is growing up. The male has gone really pretty, and that's the male right there on the left. He's doing his dance. He's opening up. The colors on it's really crazy. I have not have any of them lost. They've been growing up good. There's a lot of algae in this tank. I don't mess with it because those are jumpers. This is very rare Tanzanian fish. If you can get your hands on it, please do. It's very enjoyable fish. They're Tanzanian scent sifters. I can't tell you the name right off the top of my head, but I know you, a lot of you know what they are. So let me show you the breeder box, what I've done. So here's a bunch of compressor sap fry and black calves. I mixed them together. So the black calves are more smaller ones, and you see this is connected to the 30 gallon. The top is open for a minute. I have moss and plants in there. See the fry all over. And then it's connected to that 30 gallon right there with that dragonstone rock. Also, I have another 25 of those calves, same thing, growing in there. They're you see them right in the they don't move a lot. They're right there. There's a couple right there in front of us. Yeah. Guys, it's only 2:07 here in California. I would show you the tank behind me, which is my planted tank, but as you see, the lights are off, the pumps are on. So when the lights are off, the pumps are on. I turn the pumps on and have the circulating water go. One pump right there, it's a power head with a sponge filter on it. I have another sponge filter right there, and then there's another power head on this corner. So one on that corner, one on that corner, one on this corner. So it will do that nice. You see the movement on the top? My handy dandy grippers, these things work really good, and they do have some scissors. Some of them has like a razor scissor, but that one broke on me. I dropped it and it broke. So I do use this a lot. Anyway, so let me show you real quick. I have an overhead light for the discus right there, and it's hidden in the tank. That's not bothering nothing. It looks really nice even though the lights are off. Yeah, let me just really quick show you guys, and then if you guys want to see it again, we'll show you later. I've done some nice trimming in here, a lot of trimming. I took off one of the plants out. I'm, you know, doing my thing with those guys. Yeah, so one of the compressor sap growing in here. I have also another breeding box. I put the electric zebras in there. If you remember last live show I did, I went off on the, something came up and I went inside for like 30 minutes of that video. I wasn't in it. So here's the fry from the last live. I believe it was last time I did the live. Let me see, hold on, zoom in, nice. Hey, come on, let me see. Uh-oh. Sorry, guys. I just want to show you the fishies. The babies, the fries are growing bigger. I don't have a light on that tank, so that's another box on the 40 gallon with a lot of Mabunas in here. Also, here's more Calvis compressor sep. Those are bigger size. So this is my first batch of the compressor sep. They're getting a lot bigger. And I'm gonna wipe the lens real quick. Just give me a second. Something's going on with the zoom in. Sorry about that. I hope that's much better. I'll let them come out then. And I have a what is it called? Chocolate dragon, I guess. Chocolate dragon Placo. And there's an albino dragon right here. Here's the albino dragon. Bunch of snails here, guys. Bunch of snails. There's some compressor sep is camouflaging between the right there is orange. That's a big one. There's a bunch of them right there. You see them going in and out of that little tunnel. There's about 20-25 of them in there. They always like hiding in those tunnels down there. I made a nice hideout for them. This is a 40 gallon planted. Only sand though. There's no CO2. Only sand, and I've been dosing it with only one fertilizer, which is the Osmocote Plus from Home Depot. I added a new Nana Petite right there, Anubis Nana Petite. Let's see what's gonna happen to it. I hope it doesn't grow a bunch of algae and die, but usually they make it, you know, it's got big roots on there. And so yeah, the fry is getting bigger. You can see they're like about an inch long, and their colors are coming in. Wait, the Placo's in there. He's always shy. I'm trying to find the the chocolate dragon. Hold on. He's here somewhere. Where are you? You sleeping? Really gorgeous. By the way, this is a Neolamprologus. No, wait. What are those? The brevis. Yes, Neolamprologus brevis. That's right. I think they're pair. They're doing something in that shell, but I don't see any fry. I do have green thumbs, guys. I used to grow marijuana one time, and I had the best ever, but I can't do it no longer. I'm not allowed to, so I'm not doing that. I'm not growing anything. Hey, I'm moving my hand, and look at this Calvis coming in. They're so cute. Yeah, I really enjoy these guys. I'm so happy. I have many more to raise. I have like over 50-60 of these, maybe 100 of them. So hopefully in the future I'll be able to sell some in anybody wants any of these fries. They're not fries, and I can inch. I'm on a wait. This is like 6 months old. If you go back on the old videos, man, that guy have a nice orange fin, a big one on top. His fins was all open, and look at the front of the fin. It's really nice and orange. So these are orange, okay? Orange Alto Lamprologus compressor sep, not the Calvis. I know, my favorite. And you've seen the big one, right? In the 200 gallon. I mean, look at this guy's colors on it. He's got purple underneath his eyes. He's got blue eyes. He's got oranges on the belly. Yellows on the tail fin. Also, the female is cuter. Yellower belly. She's still got the purples on her face. And they're really aggressive fish. Like, they look like bulldogs. These guys are awesome. I love those guys. This is one of my favorite fish, but I haven't bred them yet. The Neolamprologus brevis. So there's ones that have a gold spot on their face. I would like to breed these guys one day. So this is a grow out tank for the Calvis. I mean the compressor sub, sorry, the compressor sub. Yep. Here's some of the Shelleys. They've been doing really great work. Bunch of fry in there. Mark is here. Yes. Any fish, you guys, these fish are expensive, and some LFSs, some of them are like, I paid $20 for these guys each, except one of them I bought it from another breeder that was getting out of the hobby because of the shell dwellers. Some people, they can do it. Some, you know, some people buy them, they breed for them. It's not that hard to breed these guys. The Shelleys are just, you just got to maintain the water. You give them a comfortable, nice island like that with the sponge filter in the middle. Nice big sponge filter. Also got another, like a handgun in filter, not back filter. So that's like sucks in, but you got to be careful. That's like high. The Shelleys stay low. So I'm not scared of the fry being sucked in there. I haven't had that problem. I'm sure they're not gonna go over there. I'm watching the fry. They're all over here. And the sponge filter is better. I agree. I want to change it to a couple more sponge filters here, but I love the hang on back filters. Every time I put a hang on back filter, everything starts doing great and breed. Like this tank right here, that's the Caropunk tank, full of babies. If you only can see this, Neolamprologus caropunctaras breed like rabbit. The male and female, they're really gorgeous. Alright, that's the female in the bottom and the male looking towards us. You want to see more Shelleys? So this is like a cave dwellers, but they do the shells. In the 200 gallon, they are doing it in the shell. There's more Shelleys here. That's the Similis. That's the Multifasciatas, Neolamprologus maltese. This is the Similis. Similis are gorgeous. I got 3 new girls, I believe, and they're dancing their mating dance. I've been watching it. They're doing their little holes. They're digging. They like a lot of algae. I'm not gonna scrub the glass yet. The front I will later on when I do the water change, but the back I don't mess with it. You see, I don't have a background yet. One day when I can afford it, I can put some kind of a background or some kind of a paint. It's better to have it that way, you know. You can see the fish much better. You can, like, you gotta zoom in now to see them. I got more Shelleys. A lot. This whole place is gonna be nothing but Shelleys. By the way, 2 tanks are empty. That one's empty, and that one's empty. I got more Shelleys coming in there. That one's empty, so I got plenty of room right now. That's a 30 gallon. It's another 30 gallon. So Shelleys. Let's see. Planted tank, no Shelleys. The one on top, that's a 40 gallon. I put some discus in there. There's 2 Geophagus red top aho. That one's my cichlid Mabuna grow out tank. Every now and then I go to the LFS and pick up a Mabuna that has fry in there, and instead of them, you know, getting eaten by the males in that tank, I'll just bring them home, have them spit it out, and I'll return the female or just give it away to a friend. The last 2, Anthony's fishy friend was here. I just gave it to him. Well, it depends on the filtration. Like this filtration here, 1 liter sponge filter, like it's not liter, and a hang on back filter once a week. There's a lot of fish in there. You see, this is a grow out tank. They think they're gonna be fed. Look, come on, babies. The closer I get my hand in the tank, the closer they get. There's a lot of fish in there. So this is a grow out tank. I do it, no joke, once a week. The one bottom of it, that is not a grow out tank. That's just there's 60 gallon. There's only 3 Lupes in there. This one I go like 10 days. And I have a Matten filter. with the hang on back filter connected. It's working really nice. Fish is healthy, getting bigger, and that's my Calvis. So I got all the Calvises all together in that 60 gallon with 2 sponge filters and a hang on back filter. And then it's a 1 week every so there's about maybe 9 Calvis in there, 9 adults, 9 to 10. I do once a week on that one. So almost all the tanks get once a week. This is the newest one, guys. It needs to be water changed. You see, that's the filter on it. I have a sump going in there, sucking in right here, and the return is right there. There's no light on it right now. I'm about to put one on there. And there's guppies. I threw some Corydoras in there. There's a couple Corydora. Thank you, DPK. The plants are my favorite. This is fun. A lot of fun. The plants, watching them grow, taking them from one tank to another. Especially you need one with a CO2. The rest of them you don't have to have it. If I do have a big system CO2, one day hopefully one of my fish brothers come down here, show me how to put an octopus on that CO2 tank so I can give more CO2 to another tanks. I'm not very confident on messing around my CO2 regulator because you know, CO2 is gas, and I don't want to poison myself. I don't want to mess with it. I just kept it the way it is, the way factory came. I check it every day. I'll make sure that CO2 is running, it's not leaking. So I'm here every day, and I do close the garage. So now in the winter, I have to check it every night, every day. It's not safe. You know, I don't have it tucked. Let me show you where I have it. I don't have it tucked down underneath something. It's right here next to the tank. So I pass right by it. Here's the knob. This can, like, pressure can throw it out. Anything can happen. I mean, I use the little thing is that to hold it. See, and the CO2 is right there. It's throwing bubbles. You can see it. It's an atomizer. I hide it under the light, off the light, so it doesn't get algae on it. It's better that way. It's running even though the light is off, guys. It's been that way. It's working for me. So every time I turn it off, I had an issue, and I'm not gonna turn it off. So I have the water movement here. The CO2 is running about 3 bubbles a second. Fish is not dying. Fish is healthy. Fish is happy. Let me show you the fish too. And the shrimps are multiplying like crazy. The levels on the CO2 right now, it's perfect. It's around I'm gonna say 6.2. When I turn the light, it goes down to 6.0, and when I turn off the light, it goes back on to 6.2. Look at them flaring up. See that dances? That fish is doing a nice dance in front of you. That's a threadfin rainbow. It's just showing off. I'm sorry, guys. I have the lights off. I don't have them on right now. I turn them on at 6 o'clock at night. But yeah, they're happy. The water movement makes them really happy. So you said more shellies. This tank, these are shellies. Very, very easy to breed. They're not too expensive. They're not. It was hard for me to find them, but not that hard. I bought the fry first, and then I found those 4. And now I have more fry than you can ever imagine. I'm not joking. This whole bottom like moving sand. There's about 50 fry in there right now. We're not gonna be able to see it, the lights off. But there's 2 pairs, 2 males and 2 females. The way you can tell the sex on this, the males are larger than the females. Here's a female in the shell, right in that shell. And I believe that's another female and that's a boy. And another boy is high, it's right there. So those are the Chelitochromis species, Viviatis, I believe. Chalatochromes viviates. If I butcher the name, I'm sorry. Chalatochromes. That's how I can pronounce it. Yes. Oh yeah, huh? Look at the pattern on the face. I wish I can just do a species. This is a species tank, by the way. You see, just the profile on them and do a video. I want to kind of do that, but I would like to put them in a better tank. This is my acrylic tank. It's scratched up. I got it this way, guys. Somebody had a funny hand, took sand and scratched it all up. So I got it as a free tank. Mr. Beto gave it to us. Very thank you for Beto. Let's see. The way they look like a humpback, but look at the gorgeousness. They're very peaceful. They're not bothering each other. Sometimes the males push in some male, but they're not killing each other. I don't have another species in here, so I don't know how they're gonna react against other species, but I've seen some YouTube videos of them. They're doing alright. Some of the species, that when they're breeding, they become more aggressive, but the other ones are fine. They can go together. I seen somebody put a video last night. He had on top of the multifasciatos, what was it? You tell me, guys. I'm sure you saw that video. Oh, what was it? Some very common fish that they just stay on top, and then he said they take care of the water on top. The shellies just stay on the bottom, and that fish just stays on top. They were really like a striped fish. Could have been minnows if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this tank here is the plecos, not doing so good. I haven't seen any breeding, but there's another species of multifasciatas, Julichromes, but it is what it is. Some of them work, some of them don't work, you know. So yeah, that's the room. Everybody's doing good. That's what's going on in here. I want to order some fish. Hopefully next month I get some rice fish from 54 Punches. She has some rice fish, beautiful, and I'm gonna put them in the 6-foot tank. And so I'm just waiting for her to have them available. She said she's gonna have some available next month. If you guys don't know who 54 Punches, go sign up for 54 Punches. Very nice lady. She goes on pretty much every night on all the fishy tubers and says hi to everybody. Hi Matt Fish Diva, how's it going? We're just chilling in the fish room. I was showing the breeder box. I purchased 2 new ones that I need for my Alto Lamprologus calvus, the black, and so we're gonna throw some fry in there and see what happens later on. Anybody have any questions about the Tanzanians? My waters are great for them. They love in the water of the city. I do use dechlorinator. I'm using a 55 gallon barrel, dechlorinated, and then I do the water changes. Sometimes I don't like, you know, this is the best time to do water changes before it gets too cold. Right now, the winter time, but summertime I had no problems doing them at night. Yes, that's what my whole YouTube thing is about. Okay, so I put in the comments something. Well, usually I take the comments off. I usually change them. In the video title, I usually change it. So I think this time I'm gonna put the comments is, I think that breeder box is a must-buy item. This is a very must-buy item. If you are a breeder, you will have a lot of fun raising your fishes in there. Just be careful, they do jump, fishes jump. This does have a lid, and you know that little hole, if your fish is too tiny, you think it's gonna jump, you can put something on top of it. Always you can cover it with a quarter, even a 5 cents will cover that hole. It's not even bigger. It's like as big as 10 cents. Yep, it's about big as a dime right there. That little hole. That one. You see, my little finger covered it. So I usually just throw the fry some food from there, from the top like that, and they go down and they eat it. Also, the bubble movement inside, it's helping. Hey, let me shut this light off for a second. Much better. Yeah, keep moving and the light going. Crazy alien thing on behind my head. Hi, Lumpy Dog. How are you? I understand. Thank you for showing much love. Just gonna stream for a few more minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead and do my family thing. The wife and the kids are inside right now waiting. The baby is sleeping. The boys are on the internet, I'm sure, in the room watching YouTube. They're doing their own thing, but you know, when the time comes to take care of business. Yesterday I cleaned up my patio. I had a lot of mess. I organized it pretty much. You know, the winter's coming. I gotta put some stuff away because it's gonna get ruined. And I put a nice top. One of really cool friend. Beto is a really cool friend. But one day I'm gonna make a video about cool friends. Why, guys? He's like a guardian angel, came out of nowhere. And when you need someone like that in your life, and God sends it to you, that's a sign. Take it, please. That's love. That's friendship. Keep it. Why we do YouTube? Because I want to have friends like that. I want to have all of you my friends. Everyone need anything, let me know. If you need a fishy, I would love to ship some of those Alto Lamprologues, because I've never done shipping. I want to ship all over. And so if somebody wants it, maybe pay for the shipping, I'll try to send a couple of fish, see how. In the beginning, you know, I want to try. I did mention that on one of the videos yesterday. There's a gentleman, he goes by DEA Exotics. Randy, really cool friend. He helps me a lot of questions. He done discus. He's got ball pythons like me. He still has a lot of fish. I was talking to him. I'm gonna send some of those calves for him. So if anybody interested, maybe in the beginning, like right now, which is, you know, and I would like to do a 500 subscribers giveaway. We're almost like 80 subscribers away from that. It's not far away, guys. And then I will put the rules when we're getting closer to that 500. I want to do a 500 subscriber giveaway, something cool. Plants, fish, maybe a ball python. I have a bunch of ball pythons came up this year. I can give one out. Just keep on coming, guys. Give those subscribers for me. Thank you. And hit the likes and the shares. I'm trying to share on I've done my Facebook page as Aquaballs also, and it's got a weird name in the back. That's like my last name. It's alright. I don't have any contact numbers. If you want to reach me, the best place is to reach me on Instagram as a DBD Reptiles, and you see Aquaballs logo on top too. Me and DPK, we did contact each other. Yeah, it's exactly. They are my babies. I've been raising them for us, fish people. I mean, why do you think I'm doing this? It's fun. I haven't worked for 5 years. I like to make a couple dollars. I know it's not a business you're gonna be rich out of it. I don't want to be rich, guys. All I want is to pay the electricity bill and maybe some of my fish food, and that's it. I'm okay with that. I don't want to pay my home rent with it. If it gets to that far, we won't be here. I'm not gonna be in this vicinity. If I get big one day, definitely will have to buy a nice ranch, a farm somewhere, a big place. I'm an animal lover. I love animals. So, you know, if I can't take care of it, I will not keep it. The turtles are doing great outside. I put a nice plastic to stay away from the rain. I'm gonna put a nice 100-watt light bulb inside for them because they like to have that heat. And then I might even do some kind of a shade in front of that hole. I seen one of the YouTubers, they have kind of a plastic, they cut it and they staple it on top. I can put screws and screw it in. It's a really hard plastic. It was used for a pond, and I cut it with a saw and made a nice tunnel so my girls can go inside. I have 2 cicadas, tortoises, outside in the patio, and California weather doesn't go down that cold in here in LA. They took the last year, they were fine, but I did not leave them under the rain. I picked them up, I put them under the house, under one of those domes, and I had hay on the bottom. I have a whole bundle of hay out there right now still. Shipping is a pain, but I have to pack since fish today. HC Aqua, I've never shipped anything. I know it's a pain. One time I walked in the UPS, I asked them, I said, I want to ship a snake. How can I do it? Pretty much the lady said, you can't. And this is Los Angeles. She said you can't. One time I went to pick up a snake, that when they found out it was a snake, they made a big deal out of, oh, why is it here? Who shipped it to this facility? Oh, it should have been right there. You should have picked it up from the drop-off point in the airport. I don't know. See, it is a pain. I understand. So it's scary, kind of. And those are my animals. I've been taking care of them, showing them love, feeding them. Here, this is my handy dandy crusher. I crush food for them. I'm not doing brine shrimp. The Tanzanians really don't need it, guys. If you want to do that extra work with the brine shrimp, go for it. They like the protein, but they've been growing colors good. They're healthy. I feed 3 different types of food. Some of the Calvis gets a little higher protein, which I'm doing some the Cichlid XL. I showed you, like big thing of it from Amazon. It was like $37. It's been lasting me for a long time. And then I'm doing a Cichlid XL from Hikari, and I also do Spirulina by everybody knows the Spirulina. It's here somewhere. I do feed the, yeah, it's right there. Yeah. This is the Spirulina. I get the big Spirulina 20. I get the big one. I got some dry freeze bloodworms, and the discus. I'm doing my home recipe for beef heart, and also every day I try to give them some like different flake food, some different red color food in it, and give them varieties. They like it. They like to eat everything different. We don't like to eat chicken all day long. Hey, I'm getting bit over here by those mosquitoes. They're biting all over my head. I just shaved my hair yesterday. I gave a nice haircut, made it look nice. So we're family here. We gotta show the woman some love, look good for her, so she can love me more. That's another problem wintertime, huh? I heard the summer shipping is much easier. It goes in much easier. So I didn't sell anything, guys. I don't sell much here at all. I would like to go to the club next month, hopefully. There's a club here. It's called Coast Fish Club. So it's West Coast Fish Club, and I'm part of the member. Last month I signed up, and we met Corey, Aquarium Co-ops there. Hey, there's not gonna be ever discus fry unless I actually take those eggs. There's eggs right now. These guys are breeding in there right now. You can see that male, that's the male, and the female is somewhere behind it. She's behind the right there, the wood. So they have a bunch of eggs. They just had a bunch of eggs. It's not gonna be any discus breeding in here. I'm gonna tell you that much. I know that I put the logo as the discus. I kind of getting DPK. The logo is beautiful. Very, me and the wife, it took us forever to make our head, but I kind of think like it looks like the 54 Punches logo. It doesn't. If you look at it close, it doesn't. But whenever we're chatting out there, I hope nobody gets offended by that. I just, if anybody's getting mad about it, let me know, please. We'll change this logo. I don't care. 54 Punchy was here before I was, so I don't want to step on anybody's foot. But I'm not gonna be breeding discus. What I like to put instead of the discus, there's that one Tanzanian scent sifter. Those are gorgeous. They got the blue, and I got the Uniata. The species is Uniata, I think it's called. The last part of it. One of those days we should talk, and I'm gonna change this logo again. So it's okay. We can always change it. Aqua Balls is gonna stay, but the fishy is gonna go. That fishy, it's kind of beautiful. The orange is so gorgeous, but I think if I was 54 Punches, I would say, hey, Aqua Balls, it looks like mine. Whenever we're texting each other out there, kind of gets messed up. Maybe, I don't know, man. I might be just out of my head. I hope that none of that is going on. Feather fins, yes, feather fins are awesome. I don't like drama, so if anybody is bothered by the logo, we can change it. No problemo. DPK made it for us. Just let them know, make another logo for Aqua Balls and put another fishy on there, and the brother won't mind to pay you more. No worries. I like it. Yes, I like it. Don't get me wrong. But if you look at our chats between me and 54 Punches, our logos almost are similar, because she got the wave going around and there's a beautiful orange fat fish she got right there. Gorgeous, beautiful. It looks like a hand drawn. This one looks like a graphic design, the discus. Hers is way better than mine, I'll tell you that much. I love her logo, but I didn't intentionally at all to look like hers. Her waves are much cooler looking. This one, it's all good. It's more like realistic, watery looking thingy. I have a snake in there. You see it, right? On the far end, right on the LLS, where after it says balls, there's a orange snake in there, guys. If you can't see it, maybe make, I don't know, just, it's all right. It's good. It's good for me. Maybe in the future I'll change it. I'm sure I will, but for right now it's good. I have a logo. At least before it was just like the characteristic picture of me, fires behind me and stuff like that. Yes, ball pythons are my thing, but they've been the fish has been giving me much joy though. It's kind of like in my head saying, get out of the snakes, but no, the snakes are not going anywhere. Trust me, they are my thing. I understand the snakes. This couple clutches, it's okay. You know, next year will be better, and the following year will be better and better. The snakes, that's how it goes with the snakes. The fishes are, you just buy them, looks like, from the LFS or from friends on YouTube, whoever ships it out there to your houses or to the local airport. You can get those fish, and hopefully they're male and female. They don't kill each other. If you put them in a nice tank, the way, you know, in the nature, you gotta make a nice planted tank, they'll breed for you. The fish is good like that. Some of them take couple years to grow, like a Frontosa. The Calvis, I bred them fast. I know they take a while to grow, so we're gonna see right now. I have about 20 of them. They're about 6 months old. Let's see how much it takes them to get to adulthood. Hey, we have 10 viewers. It's been an hour. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Anybody wants to see any fish in the room, I will be more happy to show. If you want to see a python, if you give me a minute, I can run inside and get one and show it to you. That babies have not eaten yet. I'm gonna offer some food tonight. I'm waiting for the dark to get a little darker. The 9 babies have not eaten, and I have a bumblebee clutch coming in, hopefully Halloween time. I don't know if I said about that clutch. There's 7 eggs. They all look good. They've been about a month incubating. They all look great. No deformity, the eggs, and that's the only clutch left for right now. And I started already breeding some of the snakes back to the females that I have already. I have like 27 adults. So 10, 11 of them are males. The rest of them are females. I bred about 5 females this year. So there's another 5 to 10 left to breed back to those males this season. So I'm kind of elevating because I have not much room. I have to sell some of the snakes to get another enclosure. So some of them are eating. I don't want to sell them, but if I have to, just so I can get another enclosure to keep them happy, I have to do what I have to do. It is what it is, you know. Like no coffee. My mouth is dry. I like to say goodbye, but I have 12 people in here now. Anybody said wanted to see anything crazy? Mad Fish Diva, you said yes, a snake. Which one? Do you have a particular one? Thank you, Chewy. Yes, anything about the ball pythons you like to know, how to sex them, I can tell you. I can tell you how to the enclosure, how long they take to raise them to the adulthood. Some of them would take longer time. I have a female that waited 5 years until she gave me 6 eggs, and 4 went bad. 2 is good. They're eating. They're happy, healthy. It's all good. It is what it is. It happens. I'm not upset over it. And I got a lot of ideas in my head. I seen there's a gentleman out there. He's speaking. I think it's another foreign language. I can't make it up. I'm good with languages. Yes, show us a snake. Which one? Which one? Anybody? Which one? Not particular one. My favorite snake. Okay, let me go. I'll be back. I'm gonna open the garage. It's gonna be a little light in here right now. Let me show you some nice. Just watch. Enjoy the discus, guys. Hold on. I'll be right back, okay? Let me go get a snake. Oh man, come on. Okay, let's try this. Nope. Hey, that's fine. I'll be right back, guys. Give me a minute. Alright, I'm done. Alright, so this is one of my girls. I bred her. Let me show you some genetic information also. So this is a recessive morph. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna move the camera back over here. Thanks for staying, alright? Let's get some light. 1 second. I think we can see her better. Kinda. Alright. So the color is not gonna show really good. But she is called a orange ghost. She is not a normal snake. And this snake is already big and fat. I've been raising her for the past 2.5 years. And she's ready to go for me. I'm gonna give her another couple big meals. I just fed her a couple days ago. I'm gonna give her another couple big meals and breed her back to the... I'm gonna go back to the dad. So what happened, I put the pastel with the banana So I did talk on back about this snake once before. So I put the pastel with the banana, and there was like 7 or 8 eggs, I believe. The pastel female, she's really that's a hypo ghost. That's orange ghost. That's right. It's not a regular hypo. It's got that orangey head looking. So this is a recessive. So what is it? What does that mean? That means that both parents have to have the same genetic in them to produce this snake. So now once you have this, whoever the parent was, like let's say the dad had it, you can put it back, and half of the babies in that clutch should be recessive. So the recessive gene it works that way. And the codominant, how the codominant works, which I don't have one in my hand right now, I will show you guys later, another codominant. The codominant has a super form, which is two snakes, let's say the Mojaves. You put two Mojaves together, you get all white snake, which is a super form. What that means, that snake, that Mojave, if you breed it back to a normal, you do not get any normal at all. You get all the eggs Mojaves. The super will produce all the same species. She is very nice and big. Yes, she's huge. And this is my girl. I've been raising her for a long time. Never bit me. The last bite I got, it was the albino. She bit me, but I was okay. I was handling her like this, and she just turned around and bit me. I'm okay with getting bit by the snakes. I don't mind it. It's like getting bit by the fish, the same way. They, you know, when I'm feeding the discus, they bite my fingers sometimes. Sorry guys, that light is not helping. Here we go. So she doesn't have the best colors. This is just a regular orange ghost. Nothing else is in here. I don't think there's any other genetic is involved in here. So the mom was the pastel and the dad was the banana. So they both have orange ghosts. That proved out right there. And now I'm gonna go back to the daughter, and with the snakes and fish, I'm sure you can do that. You know, you can breed them back and forth. They're animals and they're not humans. You know, humans, I see that we're not supposed to do that. You get deformity big time. But I know some humans out there do mix. A lot of races out there get mixed, not brother sister, but cousins. It's okay, man. It's what it is. It's religion. I got nothing against that. You know, I'm doing the same thing here. I'm breeding cousins or brothers and sisters. They're always close line. So sometimes, but you know, the snakes are alright. Some genetics of these snakes, they do get deformed. You can't mix them. Hey guys, I have 15% battery power left. Look up the snake a little longer. Let me see. Come on, girl. Alright, so here's the tail. This is called the coleca right here. So this part right here, this is a fat, big fat tail. Look at that. Gorgeous snake, guys. So what we do is we put our thumb in here and we bend the tail and we push it back. I'm not gonna do that to this girl. She's a big girl and I don't want to hurt her. She's my sweetheart. I don't want to pinch her. I don't want to hurt her. I want her to feel very safe with me. She's hanging on my neck. Well, you are mistaken if you think the boys don't get that big, sir. I mean, down the wormhole. Sorry, I'm not. No offense, okay. But I have a boy. It's a spider. I bred. I'm not liking this light on top of my head. So I bred this spider boy just this season, and he's already proven daddy. Gonna hopefully, let's see what's gonna happen. Which is like, I'm thinking I'm gonna get a bumblebee. Maybe more pastel, maybe spider. I don't have a lot of different morphs, so she's just gonna give me a little kiss. Don't bite me though. Hello, Justin. How's it going? So, yeah, it's getting tighter. Here she comes. Look. So this was a baby I hatched from the egg, guys. This was my baby. I hatched from the egg. I raised her, as you see, very nice and fat. She slams rats like no other. She just shedded, by the way. That's why she's like gorgeous and shiny. Look at the colors. I produced very, very cool morphs this year, but unfortunately, I offered some food. I'm just gonna have some patience. That's all. I'm telling you that much. The patience is a virtue. So I have to have some patience and offer them more again, and hopefully they eat. And one of them ate. One of them did eat. So I separated that one. I gave it water. I have water with the other ones also, but and I'm keeping a close eye on them. And the rest of them, about another 8, they're all eating except one of the babies from the albino clutch. That's it. I haven't named my snakes. I have few named, like Banana, we call him Banani. This one, I haven't named her, but she's gonna stay with me forever. I'll never get rid of her. Like this ghost girl, I mean, she's got a nice story behind her, you know. The way she got proven, her daddy got proven. There was no ghost in that clutch. How did that pop out? I was like so confused. So I tell you one thing, snakes, also fish. I'm sure fish has more genetics hidden in their genetics than the snakes. So this has been going on since 2000s, early 19s, you know. Maybe before that we've been keeping ball python. Some of us haven't talked about it. So the fish has been there long times, very long time. So I'm sure there's in the wild and in the captivity has been many crossbreedings that we might have created new genes. And but the snakes, how we do it, we don't crossbreed ball pythons to another pythons. That works. They are hybrid, but not genetically hybrid. They're like kind of different snake now, not the same snake. Be missing holes on the mouth. You know, they got. She's just smelling me like, Daddy, what are you doing with me? So yeah. You have a boo? What kind? What is it? Spider? Are you talking about tarantula down the wormhole? I did last night my tarantula feeding. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tarantulas right now. I would like to get some more. Mad Fish Diva, she's like, no tarantulas. I don't like them. I know you don't like them. I'm sorry. I won't talk about it no more. They eat dobia roaches. And relax bro, relax. Next, what you call it, you just don't pee on me, I got you. Next fish meeting, I might take some dobia roaches with me to the club, and maybe someone has arowana would like to try to feed them some small dobia roaches. I won't take the big fat ones. I'll take the smaller kind, so it'll be easier to digest. The exoskeleton's not fully formed on it, so that way it'll be easier to eat. The biggest ones, they're harder shells on them, so when they're nymph, they're small. No spiders. I understand guys. I'm just talking about the dobia roaches. I have a colony of dobia roaches here. If you guys like, I'll show it to you. I can handle dobias. They're just regular roaches, which you can feed them to the arowanas and large fish. If you like to eat them, they're good for you too. Why? They're clean. They're not dirty. I'm talking about roaches, huh? They're from they won't live in my environment. If I let them go, they will die in the garage, but like outside of the garage also. But in the tub, they're closed tubs, so the spiders won't get in there. They don't climb out. I give them water every 3 days or so. They need water. There's a lot in there, so I take some of the babies to the LFS and get credit for whatever I want to spend it on, fish, food, whatever, so on and so on. So yeah, the roaches, if there's like say no protein left out there, or cows got disease, Our lambs all dried up. Our birds no longer. What are we gonna eat? Some kind of protein. We don't eat each other. We don't eat our pets either, right? We don't eat our dogs, our cats, our snakes. So we're gonna eat something. I go to the roaches. They're clean. You get used to the flavor after a couple bites. I know they're nasty because of they're called roaches. Everybody knows there's many varieties of those, but the ones we see on the street, they're not roaches. They're water bugs, guys. They're disgusting water bugs, carry diseases. I agree with you on that. But the ones I keep in the garage, they're called Dobia roaches. They're all right. They don't even make my skin itch. That's how cool they are. Carol's Aquatics. Yes, I love breeding animals. I love. I was a young kid. I was very curious, and growing up in Lebanon, Beirut, I had the land of. You heard the Paris of the Middle East, right? That was what it was called, that land. So I had a gorgeous land, gorgeous. What is it called? Opportunities. I wish I only had this mind right now. Back in the day, I wasn't as wise as I am right now. I know more than before. I learned pretty much. I'm learning more. I don't know everything. No way in the world everybody knows everything. We all know stuff. We all learn every day, and I'm one of those kinds that I love to learn. If I'm doing something wrong, let me know. I will change it. I will learn. I will definitely do change. I'm holding my snake wrong, if you think. Here. Oh, wait a minute. She's like wrapped all around me. I don't want to hurt her. Dan Slee, how's it going? The same way. Then I feel exactly how since the beginning of the ball python heat. If I had this thousands of dollars, I would have gotten it, but I couldn't. All I did is in 2003, I went to the same LFS that I live by. He had 2 ball pythons from Africa. They were normals, full of mites, guys. I took them home. They weren't eating. I kept them for a week. They weren't eating. Second week, I'm like, no, I don't want those guys to die. I took it back to him. I said, buddy, those aren't snakes for me. I'm sorry. They're very docile. I really loved it. I handled them. They were normal. And then I took them back. In 2005, I had a very bad incident. I lost my baby. Hey, let me just put the battery on. I'll go ahead and talk another 10 minutes. Just a second, guys. I'm going to put the charger here. Because she's choking me to that. That's alright. I can feel it. So in 2005, we had a bad situation. I was keeping chameleons. I was keeping little dragons. I was in Santa Ana. What? What's going on? Oh, it froze. Don't do that, aqua balls. Let's see. Hold on if I can fix this. 1 second, guys. Refresh. Okay. I hope didn't mess up. Everybody left. Anyway, so sorry guys. We'll talk about it some other time. I'll let you guys know what's going on. I see myself frozen. I'm gonna go ahead and hang up.